Hi, you're late. What's up? Happy Sunday. Hello. Hi. We can start now. Happy Sunday, you guys. Welcome to Own Your Glow with me, Tendra Glover. I will be your host. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you so much for being here each and every Sunday. Thank you guys so much. Before we get started, I would like to go over the rules, introduce my guests, and talk about what I want to talk about because that's what we do each and every Sunday. This is Own Your Glow. Couple of rules to go over. There's absolutely no trolling, okay? Keep the comments cute. If you don't keep the comments cute, you will get the boot, you know? We don't do trolling. This is a high vibrational stream, so you got to make sure that you keep the comments cute and respectful for me as well as my guests. Second rule is this is a tips, tricks, and hacks show, right? It is not, I am not a doctor. So this is a disclaimer. I'm not a doctor, nor am I an esthetician, nor am I a dermatologist. I'm none of those things. So anything that you do here on the stream, you take at your own risk, right? And make sure that if you have any underlying issues, you seek medical or professional help first before doing or seeing anything on the show. Thirdly, there's absolutely no cussing. So make sure that me and my guests keep it very cutesy in the comments as well as while they are boxed up. Self-care Sundays, aka Own Your Glow, is for everybody. So make sure that if you would like to be a guest on my show, hit me up, hit Jazzy Got Options up, hit Emoji J or Adults, and we would love to have you as a guest on the show. Thank you very much. I appreciate each and every single one of you guys for being here. So if I don't say hello to you, hello, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. I do have to focus on my show, so that is what I like to do here on Own Your Glow. This week we have two beautiful guests. We have Chocolate Sensation as well as Nessa. Super excited to have both these ladies on my show today. My form of owning my glow, my form of my self-care each and every week. You guys know if you are repeat viewers, is my skincare. I'm absolutely obsessed with my skin. I'm obsessed with aging backwards. So I like to do my form of skincare each and every Sunday with you here at Own Your Glow. So we're going to go through that. And if you are interested in any of the products that I am using, make sure to hit me with a favorite. If you haven't hit me with a favorite already, what are you doing? Hit me with a favorite. Hit my two guests with a favorite. Go to my Instagram, hit my Instagram with a favorite. On my Instagram, you will see my Amazon storefront where you can purchase these products. So as you guys know, I start my stream with a clear skin. I was on stream very late last night and I was so tired. I ended up passing out on stream, which, you know, is definitely a no-no. No, I didn't pass out on stream, but I passed out right after my stream and I didn't wash my face. So I fell asleep with my makeup on, which is a no-no. We do not fall asleep with our makeup on, but it is what it is. I did that. So a new thing that I do, especially if I fall asleep with my makeup on, is use this cleansing oil. I've really been into using cleansing oils to remove my makeup. So I have this cleansing oil by Anua Heartleaf. It is the Anua Heartleaf Pure Pore Control Cleansing Oil. I like to use this over the micellar water. I know that's what a lot of people like to use to remove their makeup, but this I feel like is just, I don't know, it just feels better on the skin. It doesn't feel like there's any alcohol. I feel like micellar water might have some alcohol in it, but I like this better. It feels softer, removes the makeup almost immediately. So I love this. So that's what I remove my makeup off with. Then I went into my daily face cleanser, which honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I only use this facial cleanser when I am doing my full regimen, because normally during the week, I just wash my face with my deep pore cleanser. So this is by Sun One Naturals. It is a Korean brand face wash. It is vitamin C and niacinamide. It is meant to glow and nourish your face. I absolutely love it. I do love it, even though I don't use it every single day, but it's very, very thick, very nourishing. There's no microbeads in this though, so it's safe to use every single day. I love it. It's one of my favorite cream cleansers. So then after that, I'm going to now go into my deep pore cleanser, which is supposed to lift all the dirt, all the any kind of having any kind of like purging, whiteheads, blackheads, anything like that, this is gonna go in there and get that stuff out, right? So I'm using the Aveeno Positively Radiant Brightening. Some people it doesn't work for others. It works for me. I absolutely love Aveeno Positively Radiant Brightening Scrub. I absolutely love it. Okay, I've been using it for a while now, and it has really aided to like brightening my skin and just lifting all that dead skin off my face. How do I lift the dead skin off my face, you might be asking? By my handy dandy ultrasonic sound scrubber. I am obsessed with this. I talk about this every single week. This is the holy grail. Okay. I say that my snail's mucin is the holy grail, but this is truly the holy grail. I absolutely love. It's also called a face spatula. If you do not use this, if it's not a part of your daily regimen, you are missing out. This thing literally lifts up all the dirt, the dead skin on your face. If you're not using this, your skin is not as good as it could be. I absolutely love this tool. It's amazing. So I remove my deep pore cleanser with that, and then I go into my first mask of the day. My first mask today will be my Rose Gold Hydrating Peel Off Mask. It's anti-aging, toning, and rejuvenating. I absolutely love this. It has 24 karat gold and rose hip in it. I absolutely love this mask. It's amazing. Now, quick disclaimer about peel off masks. There are levels to peel off masks, guys. Some masks are soft to remove, and some masks are a little bit more aggressive. You know, this would be the slightly more aggressive peel off mask. I have had people purchase some of the peel off masks I use here on stream, so I feel like I need to give off that disclaimer because, yeah. I don't, it was oh my God, I felt like my face was ripping off. Yeah, some of them you might. I like that feeling. It makes me feel like that first layer of dead skin is being pulled off my face. This is one of those babies. It is not for the weak, so make sure that you know that before purchasing this. After my first mask, I'll go into my second mask. Now that summer's coming to an end, we're gonna change up our skincare regimen, but it's still warm outside, so we're gonna still stick with hydrating, illuminating, and brightening, right? I love to make sure that my skin is properly hydrated and then I brighten my skin, especially with all of the sun and, you know, with the heat beating down on you, and making sure that it is illuminated from within is the most important things to me during the summer when it comes to my skincare. So that is what I focus on so much. So I'm using the Bounce Back Rice Brightening Mask by Ua Soul. Absolutely love this mask. It's hung out with me all summer. You know, we're coming to an end. I love it. It's really one of my favorite masks right now. And then once we're done with the mask, we're gonna kind of wrap it up, and we are, I like to make sure that after I've done all of that stuff to my skin, it's really important to use a toner to kind of set the, you know, the palette, set the skin so that it gets ready for all the serums that you're about to put on it. So I'm almost literally, as you guys can see, I'm almost literally done with this toner. This is the St. Ives AHA Exfoliating Toner in Apricot. I absolutely love this toner. It is amazing. I usually don't like St. Ives, but I'm obsessed with this toner. It's been so good to me. And then we go in with our serums. Right now, I'm only going to be using one serum. I actually had another serum I was trying to use, but I think I forgot it. So we're going to just be using the it girl that of the summer of the year, which is the Snail Mucin. I'm absolutely obsessed with Snail Mucin. This is the Advanced Snail 96 Mucin Power Essence. This product is amazing. Okay, it's by Corsex. If you don't have Snail Mucin, you are not doing what you need to do for your skin. Snail Mucin is that girl, okay? I'm obsessed with the Snail Mucin. I've been using it now for almost a year, and my skin has been rewarded for it. Like, I glow naturally. This isn't a fake, this isn't a filter. This is what it looks like. Shout out to Snail Mucin. It's been so amazing. Shout out to Korean skincare, period. It's really just changed my life. Yeah, of course. Like I said, you can find these products on my Amazon storefront. If you go click on my Amazon, you should be able to, I believe I updated it. I'll go make sure, but you can go to my Amazon store on my Instagram and you can get some of these products. But yes, Snell Mucin is that girl, okay? You guys, if you're just now joining in, this is Own Your Glow with me, Tantra Glover. Guys, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. Let's get into the show. Before I bring my two beautiful guests, I wanted to talk about something. I really didn't know what to talk about today, but I know last week I said something about talking about one of my favorite types of meditation that I actually have scheduled because I realized I need it. I haven't done it in a while. I've missed it. Hey girl, hey. So that's sound bathing. I talk about this a lot on my stream. So if you are around on my stream, you are aware of this form of meditation, but I haven't talked about it on my show. So I wanted to talk about it because I talk about it a lot and sometimes people are like, what is that? So I want to talk about sound bathing. I love it. Okay. If you don't meditate and you're trying to get into meditation, sound bathing would be one of the best ways for you to fall in love with the form of meditation, right? It is a sound healing, therapeutic, and meditative experience where participants relax and receive soothing sounds, vibrations from various instruments like singing bowls, gongs, chimes, and tuning forks. The immersive experience uses the powerful vibrations and tones to promote deep relaxation, reduce stress and anxiety, improve focus, and enhance overall well-being by activating the body's relaxation response. Rooted in ancient traditions, sound baths are gaining scientific attention for their potential benefits, making them a valuable practice for those seeking rest, healing, and different approach to meditation. It is my absolute favorite approach to meditation, you guys. Like, if you want to be able to just kind of relax into meditation, it's very hard to calm your mind, right? It's very hard to calm your mind. And so if you want to be able to just kind of relax yourself into a form of meditation, I always suggest sound bathing because I feel like we've talked about this so many times on my stream. I feel like our body and everything in life is at a different form of frequency, right? It's everything is energy and we all vibrate on different frequency levels, which is why I always say that this show is a high vibrational stream, like this specific stream. Sometimes we get a little low, but this specific stream is a high vibrational stream. So we are at this point trying to to up our vibration and just vibrate at a different frequency than normal. So I believe in that wholeheartedly. And I believe that, you know, sometimes when we are feeling down, it's literally that. It's us feeling down. Totally forgot to turn my sounds off. It's us feeling down. It's us feeling the effects of being in a low vibrational state of being. And you have to do certain things, which is why I started this show, Own Your Glow, to lift yourself up out of those low, bad vibes, those low vibrational feelings, right? So what do you do in the audience, in the streams, and I ask this of my guests every single week, what do you do to bring yourself out of those low vibes and make yourself feel better? It's so important as we get older to have these kind of conversations because a lot of times we just stay depressed. I know people who are perpetually depressed. You know why? They never take the time to think about what it is that will get them out of that depressive state. And they've just chosen to accept themselves as, okay, well, I'm just going to be depressed. No, that is not okay. It is not okay to just be depressed. Let's have the conversations. Let's do the work and let's do the things. Everyone's thing is different. So let's have the conversations that will allow us to know what could possibly help lift us out of these depressive moments, right? So for me, sound bathing is huge. I'm obsessed with sound bathing. I haven't done it in a while, so I scheduled an appointment to go sound bathing this week because I need to just get back into it. So what do you expect when you go sound bathing? You expect a variety of instruments, including Himalayan and crystal singing bowls, maybe gongs, chimes, or tuning forks. The experience is where you will typically lie down, receiving the sounds and vibrations in a peaceful, immersive environment. So the sounds basically cover your entire body. You can literally feel your body vibrating from the different instruments that they play. I absolutely love it. It is a guided meditation, so there is someone there who will help you relax, help you. You almost sometimes want to fall asleep, but it's good to be in that state of almost sleepiness and focus and be able to hone in on the things that you want to manifest, right? I'm a huge person, and when you are meditating, it's very, very important to also use those moments to manifest, right? Even if it's just a state of gratitude of being like happy to be here and things like that. I promise you, when you include manifestation with your meditation, it will truly change your life. I am a huge believer of this. I do this every single day. Some days I don't want to do it, right? But on the days that I do it, it has really just changed my day for the better and just changed my mood for the better too. Exactly. Yes. Yes. Music and any form of high frequency sound is truly important. It usually lasts for about an hour to an hour and 30 minutes. It's great. So what are the benefits of sound bathing? It helps reduce your stress. Sound vibrations can trigger a parasympathetic nervous system loading to the rest and digest state of lowering your stress, right? So kind of like how you feel when you're eating, right? You're not as stressed out. You could have a very stressful day, but then when you eat, you feel better, right? It's the same kind of philosophy behind that. Emotional well-being, it helps benefit, it reduces the tension, your anger, and as well as your fatigue. Your physical health, some research suggests that improvements in heart rate, blood pressure, and respiratory rate, which I agree, because when you go and do these sound bathing classes, your stress is definitely reduced, which means your blood pressure would probably go down too, as well as any kind of heart issues or respiratory issues. It helps clear your mind. Most participants report increased focus and clarity after sound bathing. Absolutely agree with that, as well as it helps with the meditation. Sound baths offer a way to achieve deep relaxation and a meditative state for those who find it hard to do traditional meditation. Absolutely. It is one of my favorite forms. We've done it here. Happy Sunday, hello, welcome. We do it here on stream. We've done it here on stream. I've actually kind of stopped any kind of meditative streams because I find meditation to be really, really important to me. And one thing about this app is sometimes you don't want to show that kind of side of you. I love that. You don't want to show that kind of side of you on this app, because one thing that people love to do on this app is troll. And so I do not need or want my meditation to be trolled ever. So I actually stopped doing my meditation on here. But when I was doing meditation on here, it was a guided meditation. It definitely incorporated sound and sound bathing. It's just amazing. It's one of my favorite forms of meditation. So if you guys are looking to start meditating, start manifestations, you could start any day, today, tomorrow, whenever you feel like it. But all it takes is your mind, and really truly being able to just fall into a state of restfulness, right? Where your brain is rested and you can truly just hone in. Because the one thing about manifestation is you want your thoughts to be very clear and very pure, right? So you don't want it to be clouded by a bunch of other anxiety or anything else like that. So you want your mind to be very at peace, when you do that. So I suggest it. I love it. If you have any more questions, make sure that you send me a message. I will love to talk. I love talking about things like this always, whether it's during the stream or not. So make sure you send me messages. We can talk about it all the time. You can come here to my stream and we can talk about it. Again, if you would like to be a guest and you want to talk about these things on my show, make sure you send me a DM, send Jazzy Got Options, Emoji J, or Dalton a DM, and we would love to have you as a guest on the show. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I appreciate you guys for coming each and every single Sunday. Thank you guys for being here. Shout out to the top 3 gifters of my stream. Shout out to Mariposa. Shout out to Spicy Daiquiri, and who is this? Delota. I'm so sorry. I know I butchered that name, but I appreciate the gifts. Make sure you hit the top 3 gifters of my stream with a favorite. Make sure you hit me with a favorite, and my 2 beautiful guests that are coming into the box with a favorite. We're going to start the show. I just had to get all of that out, guys. I know it's a lot sometimes to kind of get all the topics and everything out, but if my 2 guests are still here with us, please request the box. I'm going to start my form of my skincare. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Yes, I appreciate you. Thank you guys so much for being here. Not a lot. Not a lotta. Not a lotta. Oh no, chocolate, come back. Not a lotta. Thank you. I'm here. Chocolate tie. We love that. I love that for you. I can't. You weren't loading. Come back, chocolate sensation. And I'm not sure if Nessa's still here. I like her. You like who? Okay.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
Well, I have music in the background because I'm at a hotel. I'm on vacation.
That's
But you
totally
caught me off
fine.
guard.
I appreciate you making time to be here. So I appreciate that. You look absolutely gorgeous. Happy Sunday to you. We're gonna jump right into it. Okay. So tell me, Nessa, what is it that you like to do to own your glow?
Okay, so I don't know what disease I possibly have, but I literally have an issue where I have to write everything down for me, like to make me feel motivated about my day, to feel like I've accomplished anything. So I literally like make a daily list of like all the shit I need to do in the day, check them off, that kind of thing. So that includes skincare, going to the gym, getting my hair blown out, things like that, just like simple things. But at the end of the day, it's not simple because you have to make time for yourself, which a lot of people, either you're lazy after work or you just don't feel like doing anything for yourself. What I love to do is work out. That's like my biggest thing. I do 6 days a week in the gym. Sometimes I do Pilates.
Okay, wait, hold on 1 second. Okay, I'm an unpacker, all right? And so you said something that's really, really important, and I want to talk about it because I first heard about this. One of my guests talked about it last week, and so I want to know how yours kind of differs, right, for you, and why it's such an essential part of like your day, right? You said you like to make lists, right? It's important for you to make lists and to check them off as you go throughout your day. So how many things do you typically put on your list a day, and how important is it for you to finish or to check off everything off your list?
So I probably have between like, on an easy day, like 10 things. On a pretty busy day with work and everything, probably 20 and 25 things. And usually I try not to leave more than 3 things undone. And usually it's like the hardest things or not the easiest things to get done during that day. So, like simple things I have is like, um, I'm really Christian, so like read the Bible is like one of the big things for me. I do my cardio, my gym. I put like streaming on there. I put like do any face care, like what facial routine I'm doing for that day. Tracking my food, vitamins, going through my photos, any little things. I put it on my list, and then anything that I have to do as far as like errands, like grocery shopping, I put that on my list too. But it just makes me feel like I accomplished stuff, even if it says drink, I don't know, a gallon of water a day. As long as I clicked it off on my list, that's fine. I even like have a show that I've like really been watching. So I've been putting watch the show just so
On
I
your list?
feel like, hey, I'm doing something for myself. Like
Okay.
I'm not working all day. I'm gonna watch the show at least for an hour just to feel better.
Okay.
So
I love that. I love that. Honestly, I feel like as I'm getting older and with all of the things I may have consumed in my past, it's also really important for me to like write lists down sometimes, like especially if I go to the grocery store or if I'm going to do multiple errands in one day, I will definitely write at each store because sometimes I go into a store, mind blanks. Like I'm like, what did I come
oh,
here
same
for
way.
again? So like I'm definitely someone who if like that's where I write my list. It's like, okay, I'm about to have a bunch of errands to do. I'm going to write the list in the order of the errands that are going to be completed. So if it's like go to the DMV, I'll go to the DMV first, then the mailbox, then the bank, and then I'm like writing under each thing what I'm accomplishing there, right? So I do that for that, but not for like my day to day. So how long have you been doing these lists, and how do you feel like it makes you more productive with your day?
I've actually started it probably a year ago. I think it makes me more productive because I wake up for work at 5 a.m. So I'm going all day, and technically my job's 24/7 as long as there's like an emergency. So what I do, I feel like by putting it in a list, I personally, I feel more accomplished. I do more with my day. If I like end up wanting to go out with my friends or go drinking, I always feel like I should, finish my list before I do any of those things.
I
So
love
it
that.
always motivates me to do something that I also want to do later on in the day or that week or whatever.
I love that. That's awesome. No, I totally agree with you. So why would you suggest that people get into listing?
It's not for everybody. I have some friends that like it actually overwhelms them. They literally like look at my list and they're like, "Are you okay? Like, what's wrong with you?"
Right.
But I think if you do have the mindset where you're constantly moving or you're constantly forgetting things, and then at the end of the day you're sitting like, "Oh, I forgot to do that," you should definitely make a list. I just put it in my notepad in on my phone, and I check it every day and click through, and that's it. And you don't even have to check it every time you do something. You just check it like every couple of hours or at the end of the day you're like, oh, I did do all this, we're good.
Yeah, I think sometimes too, like you said, it gives you a sense of achievement that you wouldn't have gotten had you not wrote it down, right? Like, oh my God, I can't believe I completed all these things, you know what I'm saying? And so it's kind of just like a mental um checklist. I love that for you. I love that you found that. Okay, so you guys, if you're not just joining in, this is Own Your Glow. I have the beautiful Nessa in the box right now. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about listing. Okay. I don't know if there's another word for it, but that's what I'm gonna call it. Um, so let's get into it because you said something that has also been my thing, and everybody who comes to my stream knows I am a huge fan of working out now, and like I do it almost not every single day because you beat me with the 6 times a week top. I'm at 4 to 5 times a week when I can really get into it. So tell me, why is working out a form of self care for you?
Personally, I feel like it gets out any like thoughts I have, good, bad, any aggression, anything like that. When I go to the gym, it's my peace versus like a lot of people, it's not their peace. They think of it as a hassle. There's days, don't get me wrong, where I'm like, I do not want to go to the gym. I hate the gym. Like, let me not go today. But I love it. When I do end up going, whether it's a bad day or what, I still feel relieved. I feel like I accomplished something, even if I do something easy. I do Pilates. If I'm not feeling like lifting weights or like it's really not easy, but a less hard of a day. I just started hot yoga, which they do meditation with it too. So it's almost more peaceful. Plus, you're getting a workout
Right.
and you feel like you just sweat out, all the bad
Hot
talk.
yoga is not a joke, y'all. Be
Yeah.
careful. Disclaimer. Make sure that you're physically well to do hot yoga because you might pass out.
Yeah, I suggest a lot of water. Bring a towel. I was drenched. I was
Yeah.
literally drenched head to toe. But I love working out. I just think it's very peaceful for me. Once again, a lot of people don't feel that way, but I think if you get into a workout routine that you like, whether even if it's a sport, like go do a sport or go walk at the park. I have a dog, so I just go walk in at the park all the time, get my steps in. Um, so that's my best thing about working out is I just
I,
really let it do it.
yeah,
It's
there's
peaceful.
something that you said that I think that really needs to be like understood, and like for me that's exactly how I feel too. Is working out isn't just about the physical part of it, but it's also about the mental part of it, right? And I always say when I have fat girl feelings, I need to go work out, right? And what that means is like I feel like when I don't work out and I'm feeling like, I'm feeling fat, I'm feeling insecure, I'm feeling like, today drags, I don't look good, da, 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 da. Like that's what I call fat girl feelings. And it's time for me to get back in the gym because one thing that happens when I do that is like all of that energy kind of erases, right? And then that's when the thirst traps show up. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, because I look good, okay? So yeah, I do think that if you guys, if even if it's a struggle for you to get to the gym physically, if you are going through a lot of like mental stuff, it's so important for you to find a physical activity that will help burn off a lot of that negative energy. That yeah, one thing my mom always says is that you'll never regret going to the gym, right? It might take you an arm and a leg to get there, but you'll never like say, oh, I shouldn't have gone to the gym today, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's always a good thing and a good feeling when you go to the gym. So no,
And
I
always
am not
find
doing
a
white.
gym.
This is a mask.
Sorry, always find a gym you're comfortable with. I know it's hard for girls with like getting back into it or anything and going with a bunch of guys at the gym. So I always feel like I switched up my gym just for that reason. And it's not an all women gym, but it's very motivating towards women. So go somewhere you feel comfortable. That's why even if you just go walk, that would be great for you.
It's on, yeah, exactly. Like it doesn't exactly. Me personally, I need kind of the accountability of what a gym provides, right? And so for me, I love going to the gym. I'm getting into it, even if I am the biggest person there. Oh well, one day I won't be, right? And that's kind of where my motivation also comes from. Because I actually go to a gym where everyone looks very attractive and fit already, and I'm just like, ew. Like, but you know, one day I'm gonna look like them, and I'm excited for that day to come. You know, so I love that. So tell me one more thing that you like to do that helps boost your vibration and like get you out your funk.
With working out and kind of like body self-care, I really like ice baths and red light treatments, but I always like exfoliate my body. I like to take care of my skin head to toe, always smooth to a T, that kind of thing. So anything that makes my body or my skin feel refreshed or hydrated, very beneficial to me. So that's one of my favorite things to do.
I absolutely love that. Let's unpack that really quickly because somebody else has actually talked about like cold plunging in here before. So what do you do ice baths and red light therapy like coincidentally, or is it just both two things that you enjoy doing for your skin?
I do them together. I see some people, they do it where they just do the ice bath and then like the next day or something they do the red light. I personally see more benefits with the red light before I go into the ice bath. It is 10 times, more triggering once you hit it because you're sitting in a sauna pretty much. But I see more as far as like inflammation as a woman, blow, anything like that, gone. Like as soon as you do the ice bath twice that same day, that same stomach fat or that little pouch you see, right before you go in, your skin is so tight and it feels so tight. You don't feel uncomfortable, but your skin literally just tightens up so fast. And then especially if you're working out, you do like the stair stepper, you do like, you go running, anything like that, lift weights. It makes your muscles feel amazing after. You're not extremely sore. You still will be a little bit sore, but your body's so triggered by the coldness of the water that you don't feel that same sore feeling.
I think you had me at poof pouch
That's
gone.
what happened to me.
Because one thing I've been trying to work on, like with losing weight and my weight loss journey, is specifically that, because I have for the most part a smaller stomach, waistline, or whatever, but that little pouch, child, like the way I'm fighting for my life to get rid of it, it's been insane. And so I've never really been a cold plunger. I mean, I've obviously heard of it and I've seen it and I know people do it, but I haven't. But now that you've talked about that, I think you've kind of sold me. I'm definitely going to try and see if I can get my, and get to it. Cause yeah, I definitely want to
do it with the red light for sure, because after you are, frozen, once you get out, you take like 10 seconds and then you're allowed to go back in the sauna. So then you do, calm down.
Okay, so so help me understand. You do red light sauna first, then the cold plunge, and then after the cold plunge, you go back into the red light sauna?
Yeah, I do it twice. I do around.
How long are you in the sauna before you get into the cold plunge?
That's honestly up to you. Some people do it for like 5 minutes. Some people do it for 30, just depending on the day. Or, I mean, it's really relaxing. So mentally, whatever I'm feeling, sometimes I sit in there for 30 minutes and then you go in. Because then the cold plunge doesn't hit you as hard. You actually are just like drenched in sweat. So it feels good. I will say, put your toes up out of the water and your fingertips. It won't burn as much. That's all I have to say.
No toes, no fingertips in the cold plunge water, and it won't burn as much. Okay, well, these are great things, tips and tricks for being able to like really tone your body, exfoliate, and all that good stuff. So I love that. I'm so huge on that. As you can see, like I am obsessed with my skin, my face definitely more than my body. But yeah, I definitely I focus on like that with like helping with my like my weight loss journey. So that's definitely something to check out. You guys, if you're now just joining, this is On Your Glow with me, Tendra Glover. I have Nessa in the box. Make sure you guys hit her with a favorite. You see the vibes, okay? Nessa, tell us what you got going on in your stream, because I do know you are like a new streamer. So what you got going on over there?
I'm literally so new to streaming, so I did gaming on Twitch, so this is like way different for me just to communicate with y'all. I do mostly, I'm very tomboy, so I show like my dirt biking, I show sports bets, I watch football, I'm a big football fan. I go out to eat a lot. I try to take my stream places with me, like even if I go to the gym, like how you went to the gym, I take them to the gym. I feel better than just sitting in my room and just talking to them. They like me to do stuff. So that's mostly what I do. But I love betting. I love sports bets. So I talk sports all day long in my stream.
Nice. You're a Pisces?
Yes.
Big Pisces in the building. Your February or March Pisces?
March.
Oh, okay. I'm March 13th. Get into it. We'll love to see it. Yeah.
Close enough.
March 19th?
Yes.
I love that for you. Okay, big Pisces in the building. Y'all hit Nessa with a favorite right now, please. Nessa, thank you so much. I know you're on vacation. I don't want to take up any more of your time, but I appreciate you taking the time to do the show today. And I hope you have an amazing rest of your Sunday. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. You guys, make sure you hit Nessa with a favorite before she gets out of here. I appreciate each and every single one of you guys being here today. Thank you so much. Shout out to the top three gifters of my stream. Shout out to Top Badge Dalvin. Shout out to Mariposa. Shout out to Spicy. Make sure you hit them all with a favorite. Yeah, hit me with a favorite too. Make sure you hit my Amazon with my Instagram with a favorite, and you can see all of the things that I'm using on my face at my Amazon storefront. My next guest is here. I'm excited. Please don't piss me off right now. Hello.
Hi.
Happy Sunday. The sun looks amazing on your skin. We love to see it. Ooh, okay.
Yes.
We're going to jump right into it. Tell me, Chocolate Sensation, what is it that you like to do to own your glow?
So I'm a cosmetologist. So I do basically all of the stuff you guys are talking about. I'm not really big on the gym, but I need to really get back into it. But recently I went, my owning my glow is something I recently found out. I took my kids skating and it took me back to like a childhood memory where my mom, I'm from the hood. So we didn't have like stuff to do. Like we didn't get a chance to go do like, different sports and stuff like that. But my mom was always different. So she bought me some rollerblades and I used to just hold on to the gate the whole entire time and just like, hey, okay, I'm gonna figure out how to do it. So, even though I didn't get the opportunity, I still got the opportunity because she bought me skates and I learned how to use them. So that's what we're doing today.
You're skating
Ready to
right
show
now?
you.
Are you roller skating right
Yes,
now? Oh, okay. I see it. I love that.
Yes.
I actually had a roller skater in as a guest on my show. It's so funny. And so tell me, what does roller skating do for you and why is it a form of self-care?
Cause right now, like, I'm into like a lot of adventurous stuff, like skydive and things like that. My birthday coming up. I've jumped 9,000 feet already. I have a certificate for jumping 9,000 feet. Got little rocks over here. Come on, rocks, get out my way.
I know. Be careful, please.
Yeah, no, I got it, right? I know, right? That's the last thing we need. But yeah, so I got a certificate for 9,000 feet.
Jumping
so for my birthday,
jumping out of planes?
Yeah, out of skydiving.
Yeah,
out of the plane.
Okay.
Skydiving, yep. So my birthday this year, I said I would do it every 2 years. So I'm going back this year to do either the 12,000 or the 18,000. It depends on what they let me do. But yeah. And you get a certificate every time you jump, so it shows them your previous certificate, so they'll know that you're ready for the next, high up jump.
Do you jump by yourself, or do you have somebody that? Do you jump?
I'm
do
not
you jump by yourself,
yet.
or do you have somebody to jump with you?
So I'm jumping with assistance still, but after I jump my 18,000 feet, I will be able to go to a skydiving place and jump by myself.
That is so intense. I don't think I could ever jump out of a
You
plane.
You can do it. You have somebody there with you. They show you all the safety things. I have a whole video I show on my stream. Like I said, I'm an adventurous, so I like to do different things.
Crazy, I'll smack you. No, I was talking
I'll
to the
push you.
Right. Don't. No. Okay. So what about jumping?
It makes me feel free.
Wow.
I feel like a bird. I feel free. I don't know if anybody has ever had that moment in their life, but it allows me for that moment in that time to just be free. Just enjoy life, enjoy the moment, and live life. And a lot of people don't do that. I try to stress this in my stream how people should just look for your thing. Don't try to do what others are doing. Do you find your thing and do you? So I
I
love this.
love that. I love that. I love that you found things. I've heard people tell me that like rollerblading not only obviously gives them a good workout, but it also makes them feel like, they're flying and, that's not a huge want for me necessarily. I don't mind being on the ground. I'm more comfortable on the ground, but I love that it gives you that like feeling of like being free. I love that. So rollerblading, skydiving. Tell me
Yeah,
something
and
else
I
that
do
you.
my Cosmo stuff, but I just kind of do that on my own time. Like the next time if I ever come on your show again, I'll probably come on and do a makeup. I do lashes, I do my own hair. So it's totally, whichever one I feel like doing. And this one resonated with me because my mom is no longer here. So it kind of like helps me feel, I don't know, I kind of feel like I'm flying high with her kind of ordeal. You know what I'm saying? So
Oh,
it's like a breath of fresh air. It's like I get a chance to just breathe, take, the stressors out of the world and just enjoy. I love it.
I love that. I love that. I think that at a certain time, like in our life, we just feel, especially, as you become a mom and, of your own and stuff like that, you just carry so much on your shoulders.
Hmm.
Um, and so, doing any and everything that makes you feel like that stress can be taken off your shoulders. It must be amazing. So I love that for you. I love that that's your form of self-care, because honestly that type of thing, those type of things keep you young, right? Like
Yes.
I personally, like I said, I don't think I've come to that point in my life where I'm like, yeah, I'll jump out of a plane. You die.
Mhm.
But I do love that you found right. She carried a parachute. Well, she took all the rest of the weight off her shoulders, but she put a parachute on it. But I love that you found these different forms of self care. It baffles me when I hear people talk about this. I had a friend who went skydiving for her birthday, and she said she absolutely loved it. Me personally, I don't understand it, but shout out to the ones who can do it.
You
Um,
know what? I think you should try the indoor skydiving first and then see if you want to go the extreme because the indoor skydiving is more controlled, right? You could tell them to cut the air, let you down, you know what I'm saying? But when you're up there, when that plane takes off, there's no going back down. There's no refunds, there's no none of that. So you don't want to spend that $250, $300 and you like, I can't get back down. No, because they
wait,
already
you
filled
can't.
up the air.
So wait, I'm confused. If you in the middle of it choose to not jump, like they
You
won't.
can go back down, but you gotta wait for them to make everybody jump. You're gonna be the last person, and you gotta wait for the airplane to go back down because everybody that's on
Oh,
the plane. See, what happened is a certain amount of gas they put in it for those jumps, so it is not able to hold certain type of weight. So, with you being a smaller girl, you know what I mean. I'm a thicky thicky,
I'm
but
a thick girl too. Don't
with
get
you
it
being a
twisted. Don't
smaller
get it twisted.
girl, you probably would be okay with going back down with the guy that's driving the pilot. But sometimes they might just be like, "Man, I'm sorry, we got to let you go because if you don't go, then we all go," type of ordeal. So I don't want to ever be put in that situation. I ain't saying it like that. That's my opinion of how I understood it. Don't quote me on
Mhm.
that. They go over everything with you, but honestly, I think you'll be fine.
I will definitely check out crying. I will definitely check out the indoor skydiving. I have a fear of heights. I've been able to combat that fear doing small things. I jumped off a little mini cliff in Hawaii, freaked out for 15, 20 minutes before I did it. I went zip lining, also freaked out for about 20 minutes before I did it. But like so it's a process for me that I'm learning to get over my fear of heights,
Hmm.
but we um have it. So yeah, jumping out of a plane is definitely not on my bucket list. It might happen in this lifetime, it might not. You know, we never know. But I do appreciate you sharing. You have an exuberant energy, and I know it's part of, you know, your fun of living your, you know, your living life attitude. And I love that for you. I appreciate you so much for taking the time to be on my
Anytime,
show. You
Queen.
guys, if you're just now joining, make sure you hit Chocolate Sensation, aka you know what it is, with a favorite right now. Tell us what you got going on. I know your birthdays are quickly approaching. What do you have going
Oh
on in
yeah,
this?
my birthday's quickly approaching, so we're gonna do the skydiving. I can't do it during the weekdays. They can only let me do it on. They only open on the weekends, so it'll be the weekend of my birthday. So I'm glad we did have a discussion because I didn't know that at first. I'm gonna be going to the city. I don't live far from San Francisco. That's pretty much where everybody go have their fun. So I'm just gonna go live life, have fun, find some new things to do out there. I work out there a lot. I'm self-employed, but I go out there for most of my business. And so it's a lot to do out there. It's a big place, bigger than what people think. So you got the botanical gardens, you got the California Museum. So it's stuff that I like to do. You know what I'm saying? So that's part of my goal is just me getting out here, living life. This summer, I just packed up. My kids were gone for the summer, and I just woke up one morning and drove to LA. You know, that's how I'm that type of girl. You know, and life is good. You know, I can work wherever I go. So that's what I do, y'all. I just get up and think about it. And sometimes I don't think about it. I just woke up and said, you know what? I ain't never been to LA and my kids gone. I'm finna go hang out. So I went out there, had some fun. So that's pretty much what I'm gonna do for my birthday. I'm gonna go skydiving. I'm gonna go to a nice dinner, then I'm gonna go chill out in San Francisco and see what San Francisco has to offer in the nightlife. Cause I don't really club like that. So
Right. I love that for you.
I'm
I'm
gonna live
very
life a
impressed with
little.
you. So I live life. That is the perfect way to end this to today's show. I appreciate you so much for being here, Chocolate Sensation, and I hope you have an
Thank
amazing rest of
you.
Sunday, an amazing birthday. Thank you so much for being here. You guys make sure you hit Chocolate Sensation with a favorite
No
right now.
problem. Thank you
Yes,
guys.
absolutely. Bye. Thank you. So you guys, if you're now just joining,
Bye.
bye. This is Own Your Glow with me, Tantric. Thank you guys so much for being here each and every Sunday. I appreciate you guys for always being here, shouting out the comments, the compliments. Make sure you hit my two beautiful guests that I had here today. Chocolate Sensation and Nessa. Hit the top three gifters of my stream with a favorite, Mariposa, Dalvin, and Spicy Daiquiri. Thank you so much for being here. If you would like to be a guest on my show, make sure you send me a message. Emoji J, Jazzy Got Options, or Dalton. We would love to have you as a guest. Yes, it is definitely, we are coming to the end of my show. It is featured. So the feature will be over in a few minutes. But I want to end it by saying that you guys, it's so, so important. The reason I do this show each and every Sunday is just as a weekly reminder to tell you guys to make sure you take the time to do something to love on yourself. Loving on yourself, doing self-care, no matter what it is for you, is so, so important, right? We get caught up in life sometimes that we forget to love on ourselves, to make ourselves feel good, right? It was a lot of times people love to make everybody else feel good around them and forget to make themselves feel good. So it's really important to, as much as we pour into other people's cups, that we pour into our own. So if you don't love yourself, I always say this each and every week, if you don't love yourself, who will, right? It's really, really important to take the time to love on yourself and take care of yourself in order to take care of others. I love you. I appreciate you for being here each and every Sunday with me. Make sure to catch yes, I will be here next week Sunday, but I will not be here the Sunday after that because I will be going to Comic-Con. But I will be here next week Sunday, so make sure to catch next week's show. And I'll see you guys then. Make sure you're there, okay? Because if you're not there, I'll miss you. Have an amazing rest of your Sunday, guys. I will be come back to finish my skincare. This is not white face. I have a peel off mask on. It's just not dry. They take so long to dry these days, so I just let them dry. But thank you guys for being here, and I will see you next week, Sunday, 3 p.m. Eastern. Have a great rest of your Sunday, guys.